everybody. This is the Hallmarkies podcast, and I'm Rachel, and we're so excited. Amber is here.
Hi, everybody.
Yay! And we are thrilled to have the amazing Jen Lilley here for an interview because we love Jen Lilley, and she was so nice to grant us a chance to talk to her.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice to grant you. Please, I'll talk about Hallmark Channel any day, all day. I love it. It's my favorite network. So thanks for having me on, and thanks for putting my movies in your top 10 podcast. Christy Wolf, the director of all three. She
we were pretty
definitely
excited.
Chatted about that.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Christy, our director was over the moon. I mean, she was like, "Did you see?" Did you see? And then I talked to her like 4 days ago, and she was like, "By the way, did you see?" And I was like, "Right, yeah, we already had a conversation about it." She's like really into it. So thank you from both of us.
Yay! It was sincere. We loved Dash of Love, and we loved Eat, Play, Love. Eat, Play, Love was because we just started the podcast in August, and so Eat, Play, Love was like it was like the first movie that we kind of like geeked out over. They were like, "This is so great."
I wish you could see Christy Wolf, the director's cut, because she and I are so silly. I mean, that's why we work together so much. Really, really nerdy. Like, it's debatable that Carly is me off the clock. And so Christy definitely added a lot of physical humor that does not make it into the final cut. But I've literally asked her, I'm like, I like where I run into doors and things. I wish you could have seen the director's cut, because it was way more ridiculous. It's just far as like, just completely nerdy. We went there in every way. There were shots that didn't make it into the movie where, like, when the best friend's giving Carly a makeover, she takes her glasses off, and like Christy Wolf, the director, did this amazing shot where it's like a POV shot of Carly, so like everything's blurry. Like, there's so many like really super nerdy things that Christy and I loved that didn't make it in, but I know that they happened. So I wish you could see that. But I'm so glad that you guys liked it. It was really fun, and everybody on that movie was just like, I mean, I don't know. Every time you work on a Hallmark movie, there's really not a bad apple in the business. They're just such a great company.
Yeah.
But Lucy Guest, who played my best friend, man, she was freaking amazing.
She was really cute. Yeah. Well, last year for Lifetime Channel, they did the director's cuts of all their movies, and I Yes, I hope that we encourage that in Hallmark as well.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I wish they would, because director's cuts are really, really fun.
Yeah, it was great.
But
why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into acting? And I know that you started out interested in singing.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, great research. So I grew up in Virginia in a town called Roanoke, which is not the Lost Colony. People are like, "Are you from the Lost Colony?" I'm like, "No, that's like making me the last of the Mohicans. No one knows where that island is." But so I grew up in Roanoke, and I mean, I had an interest in acting at a young age, but I honestly do not know if it was more than every other average child that like watches Disney Channel and is like, I want to do that, you know? Or Full House, and like I just wanted to be friends with DJ and Stephanie Tanner so badly. So I don't know whether I always had an interest in acting or not, or if it was just like the normal kid thing. So I never pursued it until college. I was walking around campus at the University of Virginia, and there were all these posters advertising an open audition for a movie called The Loss of Life. And in short, the posters were like graffiti, and they annoyed me. And I would pass them and think, I wonder if I could do that, you know? And then, oh, these are so annoying. When is this audition going to be over? Maybe I wonder what would happen if I auditioned. So I auditioned. And I worked really hard on the audition. I mean, like I had a video camera that my ex-boyfriend had given me for Christmas. It was really nice. And I practiced a lot, and then I went in and I booked the lead female role. And it was like a 30-minute film or whatever. The movie has since been destroyed, which was awful. It was one of my friends' like massive projects, indie film shooting in Virginia. But yeah, I got on set and I realized that I really love people who work in film and behind the camera. They're very normal. And I mean, maybe that's harsh, but what I mean by normal is just people that are very grounded and I don't know, like don't make a big deal out of everything. Which for me in Virginia, I found that a lot of theater actors just completely blew things out of proportion all the time. And that's fine, but I don't. And I just never related to them. So on film sets, it seemed just more normal. Like people, like as soon as it was done, they're like, do you want to go get bagels and coffee? I was like, yeah, you eat carbs? Cool. You know? So I just like, I was like, maybe I'll do this. And so I prayed about it, and I'm a Christian, and I just really felt like that was what the Lord was leading me to do. So I finished my college degree because I was also raised by very wise and practical parents. And I know that the acting business is very fleeting. And I felt like that's what the Lord was calling me to do. But at the same time, I think you need to use wisdom and get a degree. And, you know, I had a fallback plan. Like I could go teach kindergarten. I love kids. So.
Oh my gosh, you would be the world's best kindergarten teacher.
Thank you. I did a long-term substitute job as a kindergarten teacher, and it was so fun. I didn't have a degree in teaching at the time, and the elementary school principal was like, yeah, we would just make an exception. Like we would hire you and then send you to like school at night if you want. And I highly considered it because I'm just like, this is so fun. But I didn't, because I was like, well, I should try to do the acting thing before my face falls. And Hollywood doesn't let me in. So like I might be back, but I'm going to go try. So yeah, that's the story in short.
Oh, that's funny. And so your singing, was that something you also kind of did at the same time or just,
yeah, like, go ahead.
I have your Christmas album and I enjoy it very much.
You're so sweet. My Christmas album was just kind of like a fun bucket list thing that I love Christmas music and I love Christmas. Not as much as Valentine's Day, though, full disclosure. Valentine's is my favorite. But I was like, oh, I'd like to make a Christmas album. Like, that would be fun. Because, I mean, you can't really mess those up. Like, that's fun. And then it turned into this whole thing. But I did, I took like a couple singing lessons. I remember when I was 9, took some singing lessons. And then, you know, I grew up in church and everyone sings in church. So, yeah, I just sang mainly in church, and then I put it off, and then I did the Christmas album kind of as just like a to-do, like just a bucket list item, and then that really took off, and I've just finished a 60s style album that's going to be for, you know, radio, like mainstream release, all originals, and I'm just like starting to master the album, so I don't know when it'll come out, but I'm really excited about it.
Well, I can guarantee you, at least Rachel and I will buy the album.
Yes.
Awesome. That's great. Yes. Thank you.
Let us know for sure. Because I love that kind of music. I love like Michael Bublé.
Right?
Yes. So good. So, okay. So Days of Our Lives, you were on 449 episodes. Holy cow.
Wow.
What is that like? To do like that blows me away about soap operas. I mean, full disclosure, I've never really watched much soap operas, but just the amount of content that they make, that's got to be exhausting.
It is fun. Exhausting. It's exhausting but fun. That's a great way to put it. The mental, endurance you have to have in order to successfully stay on a soap opera is pretty over the top. And as dramatic as soap operas are, I confidently can say, and I've been in soap operas for 7 years now between General Hospital and Days of Our Lives. Soap opera actors are truly like one of a kind, the best. They can do anything that's thrown at them because everything is one take, and they are pretty word perfect, and there are no teleprompters and things that I thought that there were growing up. And in order to kind of play the long game and last in soaps, you really can't have an attitude. There is no time for you to have an attitude. So I find that soap actors are not only very hardworking and down to earth, but they're also just so brilliant and just such kind people, truly. I mean, they're the hardest working actors that you'll ever meet. And that's because there are days where you, as an actor, you literally would shoot 4 episodes before lunch. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Amazing.
The volume. And I just, I went back to Days of Our Lives for a quick stint back in November, December, January. And I was like, oh my gosh, why is it so hard this time? Like, it was just so much harder. And my husband's like, because we have a toddler. Like, oh, right. Like, I felt like a crazy person this past time. Like, you're memorizing and memorizing and memorizing. And then, you know, when you're there, you're doing, at least for me, I'm doing the very best that I can because, you know, the internet exists. And it used to be that you could just kind of like phone it in. Maybe I'm speaking personally for myself. I'm not saying that of other actors, but you know, you could phone it in and maybe you didn't have to worry like if one episode wasn't great because it airs and then it's done. And now the internet and like everything's on YouTube. And I go in and I give my very, very best performance and just try to be gracious, and I always try to like make everybody on set like laugh, and I make cookies, and they call me Betty Crocker. Like when I came back, they're like, Betty Crocker's back. This is fantastic. So I try to make everything be fun, and then I would go home and I'm wearing like a pound of makeup, no exaggeration, and all I want to do is wash my face and sleep or watch a TV show to kind of clear my mind. And you know, now I have an 18-month-old, and it's like, oh, okay, buddy, like, okay, we're gonna do your whole routine, and then we're going to give you the whole bath time routine, and then you're teething, so you're not going to go to sleep, are you? No? Okay, cool. And then you have to memorize again. So it was really brutal this last run, but it is, you know, for me personally, Days of Our Lives is very much like going home. You know, I've always told them I'll come and go as much as they'll have me in short little runs, as long as I can do Hallmark movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
what we like
to hear. Once you work for Hallmark, there's no going back. So like, will you come back permanently? I'm like, here's the thing. I worked for Hallmark, and yeah, no, it's so much better. So Hallmark has spoiled me.
Yeah, I guess the big thing on that show was you and Brady, Eric Martsoff.
Yeah,
sorry.
Everyone mispronounces his name. Nope, it's the best thing you've ever done. I make fun of him for it all the time. So I call him Eric Martzel Floppin as a joke. It's like way off, but anyway. Yeah.
So what was that like to be in a big soap couple kind of thing?
It's awesome. It's really exciting. You know, that's kind of the goal, because then you get to stay on the show. The audience likes you. Like, it's like your bread and butter. If they don't like you as a couple, you're toast. Like, you're going to fall down an elevator shaft or something. Eric's awesome. We worked together. Gosh, I guess it's been like 5 years now, and he's very much like a really, it sounds so inappropriate. He's kind of like a big brother to me, except he's hot, right? Like he's like a very good looking, kind of older brother figure in my life. I just love Eric, and I have so much respect for him. And I got super lucky as an actress to be able to be paired with Eric Martsoff, because not only is he a fantastic actor, and he's got a great sense of humor, which sometimes is lacking in dramatic actors. And so I really appreciate that he's really goofy. But he's also extremely respectful of women. You know, we had so many love scenes because it's such a staple of daytime drama. And, you know, like I'm a super duper like Christian from Virginia. So I was super nervous when I had to have sex scenes. You know, I was like, this is crazy. This is really uncomfortable. And I don't know. And I just felt so blessed that I was paired with Eric Martsoff, because he was just above and beyond respectful, and he's married and he has kids, and he respects marriage. And he's also a dancer, so he would like we would have like chats beforehand, and he would be like, okay, so he would choreograph it like a dance, which is so nice because you feel like it takes the awkwardness out of it. Like you just feel like, okay, this is what we're doing. And I never had to worry about him being sleazy, you know? So he was the best, and he's such a good actor. And again, like he just has such a great sense of humor, which is fantastic because I don't know how anybody gets through that job without laughing a lot. So he was awesome.
You need to convert him over to Hallmark.
I was just going to say, I really want Hallmark to hire him. I mean, he's just such a Hallmark guy. I mean, he really would be fantastic on that channel.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about these Hallmark movies. So you had 3 last year.
Yes.
Your introduction to Hallmark. And we loved all 3. And
thank you. Me too.
So A Dash of Love, like you said, director Will Wolf. And so this movie, it was my favorite of the year. I loved it. And you were adorable in it. And
thanks.
I just thought it was so cute. What was it like working with Perry and like doing
Brendan,
all that cooking?
all of them. It was so fantastic. Dash of Love is also my favorite out of the 3. And again, I've loved Hallmark so much. But there's something about Dash of Love. I hope we get to do a sequel, but it just was so my style movie. To me, I was so beyond excited when I read the script and was like, wait, do they really want me to play this role? Because this is really exciting. Meg Ryan is who made me want to become an actress, which she's just magical. I mean, if you go back and watch her movies, like she is purely talented. That woman is funny, and she's great at drama too. She started on soaps, you know, like she's so adorable and so beautiful. And I just admire her so much. And so when I read Dash of Love, to me, it kind of read as like a traditional Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks kind of duo. And I just thought it was such a cute and smart rom-com. Working with Terry was fantastic. She was great. She was really, really great. And obviously very funny. Candace McClure, who played my best friend, she and I still stay in touch. Every time I'm in Vancouver, we've hung out. She's totally like my twin. I mean, we were just like 2 peas in a pod. It was fantastic, best friend chemistry. And then Brendan Penny, probably is my favorite male co-star of all time. And that's like saying a lot because I've worked with some really fantastic guys, but he is bar none. And like my husband's funny, but like truly Brendan Penny is the funniest man I've ever met in my life. I mean, and he can just like, he's kind of like Eric Martzoff, and they'll tell me a joke because like everyone calls me like, they either call me giggle monster or chronic giggler. They're like, Jen Lilley does not stop laughing. And I do it in every circumstance. Like my mom, it's like a Lily defense mechanism. My mom said when she was in labor with all 4 of us, she just laughed and they would not give her an epidural. Cause they're like, you're fine. She's like, so, I mean, Brendan Penny just would totally be able to tell me a joke. And then like Eric Martzoff, they can just totally turn on a stone face. They're like, and you're there looking like a total jerk with the camera rolling because you're like, I can't, okay, oh my God, I hate you. Cause, okay, great. Like, I can't, dead puppies. Okay. Like, I cannot. He's so fantastic and he's so witty and so Canadian. Like, I love Canadians. And I will tell you a funny little story on set of Brendan, like, for example, and maybe this isn't funny to other people. I'm not going to tell it well because I don't have Brendan Penny's like epic comedic timing. But he, like, one day he said something on set, and I'm like a super good girl, but on Dash of Love, I was like on my super duper best behavior because I was like, this is Hallmark and Hallmark Channel makes sense for me. And I love this script and I'm just going to be like Miss Goody Two Shoes. So we're on set, we're about to shoot one of the scenes where Mickey comes in the kitchen and they have like a discussion, whatever. Paul's behind the counter cooking and she's walking by. And he said something that was like such a brilliant setup. And I went, yeah, your mom. And he just like stopped and he was like, did Jen Lilley just make a your mom joke? And I was like, I didn't. Like, I didn't make a joke. You just set me up, and I just said your mom because it was brilliantly perfect. And so then he like thinks for maybe a millisecond. Like, this guy is so quick. And he goes, so what are your mom jokes like in Virginia? I'm like, you guys are American, and we have to remember he's Canadian, which makes it really funny.
Right.
Because he's like, so what are your mom jokes like in Virginia? And I was like, I mean, I don't know, like any other mom joke, I don't know. And he goes, your mother, like as if Virginians have an accent. I was like, I don't know what's happening right now, but Canada thinks that Virginians are British. And he's like, your mother is so unrefined that she ate her dinner with a salad fork. And I just died. And like, I was like, what? And then like every day he would be like, your mother is so unrefined that she had a glass of Chardonnay out of a champagne flute or something, and you're like, what? so I was just like dying because I was like, this is so weird on so many levels of you thinking that that's my culture, but I don't know if it's because I've been like so goody two shoes that you think I'm like truly American British. I don't know what's happening.
It makes me think, has he watched his own show? Because it's basically set in Virginia. It's in Maryland. But like,
right?
His own show.
Right. I mean, exactly. I don't think he knows that because I'm going to have to make fun of him next time I see him. I actually talked to him yesterday. Literally talked to him yesterday. I was like, hey, like, are you free to do another project? Because we should.
Yes.
But he's just like so fantastic. But yeah, I'm totally going to make fun of him because that's what I asked him. I was like, I mean, Chesapeake, Virginia. He's like, that's not. And I was like, okay. Yeah, but it is. Great.
It is.
Cool. I'm going to make fun of him.
Yes. The Chesapeake Bay borders Virginia and Maryland.
Right.
That's hilarious. I love it. Well, I have to ask though.
Anyway.
Did you ever make ice cream cone chicken?
No, girl, and I wish I did. Some of the recipes looked like they would be like so weirdly good as the or like the peanut butter in the stew.
Yeah.
Like things that I was like, this kind of makes sense, but no, none of the recipes were the recipes.
Yeah. Those food combinations, while strange, like actually sounded good, whereas the food combinations in Christmas Cottage were terrible.
Yeah. It was like goju, jang, 5 stars, Chinese green beans. It was,
see, I feel like that's where the director Christy Wolf and I would be like, that sounds nasty, so what can we make it instead?
Yeah.
We would, but she's like such a good friend. I love her.
Yes.
So yeah, that was my favorite movie. It was just my favorite movie on so many levels, but they were all great.
Good.
And did you guys get to eat any of that food on set, or like was it all just cold and gross by the time you were done shooting?
I'm trying to remember. It was cold. It was cold and gross. But I feel like there was maybe one thing that I was like, I'm going to eat this. Like maybe the Valentine's Day date that was a non-Valentine's Day date where she's like, yeah, I got dumped on Valentine's. Cool. I feel like maybe I ate that one.
So you talked a little bit about Eat, Play, Love already.
Mm-hmm.
But we really liked it. And my favorite part was that makeover scene because like it's such a romantic comedy trope of like the makeover and you know the like they tame the frizzy hair and give her contacts and all of a sudden she's like gorgeous. But I really liked the way that in this one you were like really bad at being pretty, which was so funny. And like I liked the fact that he was like, what are you doing? Like, what is this?
Yeah. That you can credit to the director, Christy, because she's such she's an amazing mom of girls. And she was like, I want to make sure that we're not sending the wrong message, that glasses make you ugly or whatever, And she was like, you can't be cool. Like, you're still nerdy. You're still Carly. I was like, so that was totally Christy Wolf. But yeah, I appreciated that too.
Yeah, it was funny and good. And
yeah.
It was just such a cute movie, and all those cute dogs. Working with Jason, that must have been kind of fun.
Oh yeah, Jason Cermak, great. Such a good guy. He and I have also stayed in touch. I think when I was shooting Harvest Love, I actually called him because he does like self tapes, and I had to film an audition while I was shooting, and called Jason Cermak. And then he also went to church with me a couple times when I was up there, which was fun. So yeah, we got along really well too. He's a good guy.
Yeah, we on Hallmarkies love Jason.
Yes.
We want Jason to be in way more things.
Oh, good.
And this was like his
nice
first time as the leading man, so it was very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That's right.
Was it fun to meet Lee Majors and Lindsay Wagner?
Oh, please, legends. It was so fascinating. I mean, yeah, those are the type of people that you just are like, yeah, okay, enough about me. They're like, you just told me your name was Jen. I'm like, tell me everything. You don't talk, you just let them talk. They're just amazing. Yeah, they're fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, so then you had Harvest Love, which was so fun. Was that fun to work with Ryan Peavy? He's a soap guy.
Yeah, it was really fun to work with Ryan. It's on so many levels. One, for a year I played Maxie Jones on General Hospital, which is his TV wife. So that was really interesting, but we never worked together. So we knew who each other were, but we didn't know each other. So that was fun. And then it's just so nice when you work with another soap actor, because I never had to worry if Ryan knew his lines. I never had to worry if Ryan just was on it in every way. Like when you work on a soap, you know how to find your lighting, you know how to find your camera, you know how to make sure that every word is perfect. There's just so many things that you're so technically trained on that it's so nice as a co-star, because you can totally relax and just be in the scene and not have to worry about, like I often will memorize all the lines in the scenes, because sometimes I think, okay, if they go up, I'll get them. Like, it's okay, and you don't have to do that when you're working with other soap actors. Because the point is, you move so fast when you're shooting any kind of made-for-TV movie. We shot those movies in 14, 15, and 13 days. And so the 3 different ones. So, you have to make sure that everyone's memorizing all their lines. So it's just so nice. Ryan's not hard to look at, and he's funny, and he's very smart, and he likes kids. So it was really easy to work with him. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And speaking of kids, so now that we know that you love kids and we're going to be a kindergarten teacher at one point, how much fun was it to have that, I can't remember his name, that young actor.
Brendan Sunderland. Oh my gosh. He is like the next male Dakota Fanning, I would say.
Okay.
Gosh, he's such a good actor, and he is so on top of it. I mean, like, he would correct Ryan and I on our lines. And we were like, you're 8. He'd be like, actually, that's not the line. And it would be like, oh, yeah, I know, bud, but Christy and I changed the line a little bit. He'd be like, okay, well, can you tell me before the scene starts? And you're like, wow, okay, sure. I just didn't know that. I mean, he was, but like never rude, but he was just so on it. And he's just a little honest little actor. He's so great. And he's also truly, I mean, truly a kid genius. And there was one scene where he had to knock his backpack off the table. We're at home, and that's when the mom Luna finds his like flyer at school, and she's like, hey, why didn't you tell me about this or whatever? And so Chris, he kept not getting it, like it's really hard to do these shots where you accidentally have to knock something off. It has to land a particular way, like everything falls out. Like, those are very tricky things to do on camera. And so he kept kind of positioning the backpack, and Christy was like, hey, bud. And she's great, because again, she has 2 kids, and the director. And she's like, hey, bud, so we're just Brendan's very particular. He wants to know every detail of everything that's going on. So Christy was like, we're just going to set the backpack like here. And so I remember he looked at her like the second, third take, and he goes, oh, okay. So the backpack is just going to be sitting on the counter precariously while I eat my cereal. And I was like, you know the word precariously? Like, you're 8, you know? I mean, that's like an SAT word. So he's just truly brilliant, and his mom was really smart, and gosh, he was just a smart kid, and it was so fun to work with him, and he and Ryan really had a special relationship, so it was super cute.
That's so cool. I really like my 2 favorite scenes in that movie. I really love the ending. I think it's like such a great rom-com ending with all the twinkle lights and the rose and everything. It's so good.
Yeah.
And I also love the cobbler scene.
It's good.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm so glad you like that, because you never know as the actor. You're like, is this going to be funny or no?
No, it was.
Good.
It was very good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people who played my parents were fantastic too.
Oh yeah. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was a really fun movie. And so we hope we get to see you in more Hallmark movies, and hopefully we get a Christmas movie with you.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so fun?
Yes.
I'm like, here's my Christmas music, you can use it. I do love Christmas. I do love Christmas a lot. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's such a good holiday. Yeah, I mean, I would do anything with Hallmark. They're just the best network, and I'm excited about Hallmark Drama too, their new channel.
I know. We'll get it here soon.
Yeah.
We don't have it in Utah yet. But yeah, obviously
have they launched it? Yeah, Hallmark's fantastic.
I think
it's just what we need.
I think it's in some places because they have like listings and stuff.
I feel like it's only been picked up by like one cable station in like Nebraska.
Yeah. It's just a really positive network, and it's something you can watch with your whole family and just really have fun. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and hopefully we can get you on a project with DJ or Stephanie Tanner.
Yeah, that would be like
that'd be so fun. I've talked to Candace Cameron Bure a couple times at the different TCA events, and she's really lovely. Yeah. And Jodie Sweet and I found out was also doing movies.
Just so you can fulfill your lifelong dream of being best friends with them.
Yeah.
Don't tell them I said that. They're like, we know everyone wanted to be our best friend. You know who I'd really love to work with though too is Lacey Chabert. She and I met at the TCAs, and she works a lot with our director Christy, and she's like, you guys remind me of each other so much, and I'm like, great, it'll be so fun to work with her. But yeah, I'd do anything Hallmark related. There's just such a great network.
Yeah, we'd watch that all day. So
I mean, frankly, we'd watch you just like read a phone book because you're the best. But
that's so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Tweet that to Bill Abbott. Here's the idea. It'll be called Phone Book Love.
Well, if you ever film a movie in Utah, you have to let us know.
Oh yeah, they do shoot a couple things out there. I just found out they've been like shooting a couple of Hallmark movies in Utah. FYI. Yeah. I don't know where, but I mean that would be awesome.
They filmed a couple, and there was one that was literally 1 block away from my office, and I just kept circling the block to like spy on them.
It was pretty exciting.
That's amazing. Yeah. That is amazing. I would love to do one in Utah because I'm a foster mom, and so I can't take my kiddo with me when I go to Canada, and it's always like, can we FaceTime again? You know, so if it was in Utah, I could fly him with me because he doesn't need a passport, so it'd be awesome.
I read on your IMDb that you do a lot of work in Guatemala. Charity?
I used to. I mean, as a teenager, I do a lot of stuff with charity. When I was in high school and junior high, maybe junior high, maybe only high school, I don't know, it's all a blur. I went to Guatemala several times, 2 or 3 times with my church, and my mom helped organize a lot of it. She's like a crazy diplomat. And I did a lot of work there a couple times in high school, and then since then I do a lot with an organization called Child Help. They're the longest running and leading anti-child abuse and child abuse prevention charity in the United States. They started in the 1950s. They're just incredible what they do. They rescued over 11 million children they opened their doors. And the ladies who founded the charity have, I believe they're nominated for their 9th Nobel Peace Prize right now. You'll never hear about them because the Nobel Peace Prizes are very political. But I mean, the fact that they've been nominated 9 times is like, oh my gosh. And they're so, amazing. And I do stuff with like water charities and homeless missions down in LA and different things like that. But I mean, that's all motivated by the fact that I'm Christian, and I just think that's my job, to love people relentlessly. So
that's
amazing. So you are primed to be an angel in a Christmas movie.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That would be so fun. I love Christmas. I just don't like the commercialization of Christmas. So maybe it could be a movie like about not giving kids $1,000 worth of gift cards. It's like, oh, this is so wrong.
Well, I mean,
Lord.
we've certainly never seen that as a theme in a Hallmark Christmas movie. So.
Our topic is gluttony and greed in American society. How romantic. And that is why Valentine's is actually my favorite holiday. Yeah.
How to overshop at Christmas. The Hallmark movie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So what do you love about Valentine's so much? Your favorite?
Okay, I love that you're asking me this because so many people wrongly assume that I just like love romantic stuff, which I do. Because I love romantic stuff. But I always love Valentine's because I don't know how it was for you guys growing up, but I think it's like a pretty standard thing. When you were in elementary school, you made like shoe boxes or like those brown paper bags, right? And it was the one day in elementary school where every single kid got a Valentine. And so like the kids that bullied the less popular kids like had to give their victims Valentines and vice versa. And I always just loved the holiday because I was like, this is the one holiday all year where everybody is nice to each other on purpose and is required to be nice to each other. And I love that. But I never had a Valentine's Day date or anything until my husband. So it wasn't a holiday for me that was so like, oh yeah, like I'm going to get highlights in my hair and bleach my teeth and I'm going to go on a date and it's going to be awesome. It was just about like, I just love giving Valentines. Days of Our Lives, like I would get every single person, like all the way down to the personal assistants. I would get them Valentines. And whenever I'm working, I get everybody Valentines. I mean, just everyone, like top to bottom. Oh. I love Valentine's Day. I get all my girlfriends Galentines. I just really love Valentine's Day. I think it's so nice. Like, it's just a nice day to be like, hey, let's be nice to each other. So I just love that holiday. And I like that. Yes, it's been commercialized, but I mean, come on, like how expensive are cards? You know what I mean? I mean, I know they've gone up. Inflation is crazy. Like, cards, you're like $8. Okay. But it's not Christmas, there's not like Black Friday sales for Valentine's Day. So I just appreciate that it's kind of a, just like a pure holiday in my mind.
That is so I like it. Adorable. I also, I used to not like Valentine's because it was like, oh, Single Awareness Day. But
totally.
I decided about 2010, I think, to start a tradition of designing my own Valentine just to try to make it fun. And so I've done it every year. Me and my friend, that's a graphic designer, helps me. And so anyway, I'm really excited about this year's Valentine. And
that's awesome.
I don't know. You just try to make it fun, make it unique.
Yeah, like it's just like, hey, can we all give each other candy and just like have an excuse to eat it and be nice? It's so nice. It's a nice holiday. So yeah, I like it.
I have a couple of fun little questions that you can just answer quickly, just for fun survey sake.
Or long. We're fine. We
Oh, God.
Yeah. All right. So the first question is, what is the best ice cream flavor?
Vanilla.
Oh, I agree with you so much. I'm so happy.
You do agree with me?
Yeah, that's the best. That's the correct answer.
I think so too, right? Because you can add so many things to it. Like, do you want vanilla and cookies? Yes, I do. Or
I didn't think I
just want
could love you
vanilla.
more until, and then you answered vanilla, and now you are absolutely my favorite person on earth. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Favorite color?
Ooh, I don't know. Green, maybe red. I don't know.
Christmas colors
if
works.
You mean like
Green and red.
yeah, yeah. There you go. Christmas colors, red and green. To decorate my house, I like gray. So no, it depends.
I got you. Okay. What music are you listening to right now?
Oh, there's this amazing song called "Tremble" by Mosaic, and I'm pretty obsessed with it.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. What is your go-to date night food?
Ooh. Wow. My husband and I don't have date nights because we're foster parents. So, gosh, I would say coffee. Yeah, we like coffee because we go on like little coffee dates.
Oh,
We're like, we have 15 minutes. Let's
Adorable.
get coffee. Ooh, splurge. Yeah.
So I'm guessing this is going to be the same answer for number 5, your go-to date night activity.
Coffee night.
Yeah.
Or, put our little one to bed, and then we will watch a movie in our room.
So,
or we
watching
will
Hallmark
scandalously eat food while we watch a movie in bed,
Ooh.
Oh, I'm eating spaghetti in bed and watching When Harry Met Sally because I can, because I'm an adult.
Living on the edge there, Jen.
Living on the edge, yes, but lights out by 9:30.
Oh, I love it.
All right. And then do you prefer dogs or cats?
Dogs, because I'm super duper allergic to cats. So dogs, specifically poodles, the best dog. Yes.
Excellent. Like a white poodle or a black poodle?
It doesn't matter. They're all hypoallergenic and they like being clean. So I'm really into a poodle. They're fluffy and awesome.
Great. Okay. Do you prefer beaches or mountains?
Mountains.
Excellent. Do you prefer wearing a fancy gown or lounging in sweats?
Other one. Nope. Sweatpants for sure. I'm like, anything but gown. Whatever you say. Jumpsuit, prison jumpsuit or gown. Prison jumpsuit. Yes.
All right. And then favorite holiday we know is Valentine's Day.
Yes.
All right. And then this is the tough one. Favorite Hallmark movie?
A Dash of Love. Sorry, it is. And I'm really glad that I get to be in it, but it is my favorite.
It's really, really good. So it's definitely up there for me.
So cute. And Frank Sinatra, the way you look tonight. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's so good. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us and talking with us. This was such a treat. And we really appreciate it. And so where can people find you? It's social media and stuff like that.
My Instagram as well as my Twitter is @JEN_Lilley, which is LILLEY. And then on Facebook, which I'm very bad at, is facebook.com/ Backsplash. I'm doing my kitchen right now, guys. Backsplash. Jen Lilley fan page. And yes, I like DIY projects. So fantastic. Yep, that's it.
Cool. Awesome. And Amber, where can people find you?
As always, people can find me. I'm at Amber Brainwaves on Twitter, and that's it.
Awesome. So we will have this out, and we are so excited this Wednesday for our podcast this week. We have a special Valentine's Day treat with the screenwriter of Heavenly Christmas that Greg McBride is going to join us, and we are going to be talking about our favorite romantic movies of like all time. So we're so excited about that. And we have then we will do we're also going to be filming sometime this week. We're going to be filming our postables podcast. So you want to look forward to that. And we have next week, we will be doing the Countdown to Valentine's Day podcast. So lots of fun stuff coming up for us here on Hallmarkies podcast. And you can find me at Smiling LDS Girl on social media, and my other YouTube channel is Rachel's Reviews on iTunes and YouTube. So check that out. And I'll be reviewing Black Panther sometime this week. So a lot of fun stuff coming up. And thanks again so much, Jen. And we're so excited to see what's coming up next. And you're going to be returning to the Days of Our Lives. That'll be in May. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know May what yet, but yeah, I'll be starting to air sometime in May.
Okay, cool. Well, great. Well, we'll look forward to that. And hopefully we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you so much. This has been
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's. This has been a true Valentine's gift to us.
Yes.
Oh, good.
So fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
perfect. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much.
Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.